Hello again, gang. Welcome back. It's another Football Manager 2023 experiment, or should we say Football Manager 1999 experiment? Yes, you know what I mean. The Mad Scientist's 9899 database with a little bit of garnish from Warringtini. Yes, if you've not heard about this, they've remade the 1998 to 1999 database with all the players and all the teams back as it was. They've also managed to create all the new gens, regens, new gens, whatever you want to call it, as real players coming through in real time. So Wayne Rooney, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, and everyone else in between are going to come through at the clubs they started at the year they came through. How cool's that? All we're going to do is simulate through and see what goes on. Easy. Let's get into it. Honestly, this database is just absolutely unbelievable. Okay, boys and girls, I mean, look at this. This is just absolutely out of this world. So, starting off on 27th of June in 2022, you've got Ronaldo, R9 at Inter Milan, looking phenomenal. 193 out of 200. You've got Dennis Bergkamp, Alessandro Del Piero at Juve, Diego Maradona. If you fancy a free transfer, look at that. Polygon. Buffon at Parma, Lilian Thuram at Parma, Joe Cole, 16 years old at West Ham, Michael Owen still at Liverpool, Javier Saviola at River, Nicolas Anelka down there at Arsenal, and the list just goes on. And of course, if you were to play this, you know who gets amazing in real life. And there's no swerves, no like little loopholes where players are going to be rubbish. Ronaldinho, 1.2 million to 3.7 million from Gremio. He is going to be phenomenal. Where's Kaka? He'll be at Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo reserves. I mean, look at him. He's rubbish. You'd pick him up. You could arguably pick him up for, well, he's only 16. So he won't be able to come till he's 18. But still, you could pick him up as a championship club right now. He's on £250 a week. Ronaldinho's on $5,500 a week. You could literally get him as a mid-level championship club. Already wanted. Look at that. Already wanted by the elite of Europe. So you probably couldn't get him as a championship club. Thierry Henry down at Juventus. Rio Ferdinand at West Ham. And because we know how good half these players are, they're bargains. Absolute bargains. Okay, Luis Figo, 30 million. Still at Barcelona. This before his big money move to Real Madrid. Zidane's still at Juve somewhere. There he is. 190 out of 190. Look at that. What a player. Look at that polygon. I could do this all day. I could literally do this all day. So I implore you to go and get it. I'll put a link to all the details of how to get it in the description. It's all on the Mad Scientist Twitter of how to get it on his website, where to download it from on the Steam Workshop. Dead easy to install. All the instructions are there as well. I implore you to go and get it because it's fantastic. Go and give them some love as well, because the amount of hours and work that they've put into this. Let me tell you, I've got an idea for an experiment coming up to do with this database. And I've been taking some of the data from it, and it's been so much admin, and I have just been copying and pasting what they've done. So the sheer levels of work those guys have gone to, please go and give them some love. If you're on this video, I'm not asking you to subscribe to my channel. You can if you want, but I am not asking you to. Or even to like this video. Go and give them some love, because honestly, they really deserve it. Fantastic. Without further ado then, I'm going to jump forward through a year just to see if Manchester United can repeat the treble of 1998-1999. This Teddy Sheringham is transfer listed at £95,000. £95,000. I mean, his pace isn't there, but he was never blessed with pace, Teddy Sheringham. Finishing at 14, I thought he was a bit of a better finisher than that, but great work rate, great teamwork, great leadership. He's a phenomenal player, Teddy Sheringham would be. As you can see, a lot of teams want him. £95,000, understandably. There's David Beckham, fantastic player, £35 million. Giggsy. Yeah, there he is. So yeah, like I said, we're going to go through a year and just see what happens in this first year. Can United win the treble? Or will history be rewritten? Find out. Oh, here we go. So, Ronaldo, R9, 198, still at Inter Milan. We're going to quickly just run down this list just to see if there's any big transfers early doors. I can't see anyone having moved just yet. Pablo Aimar at River still. What a player. Between £5 and £15 million you could get Pablo Aimar for at Pablo Aimar for at 19. Yeah, his jumping, reach and heading's not great. Not great strength, but look at everything else. Andrei Shevchenko has gone to Juve from Dynamo Kiev. Never went to AC Milan. He's gone to Juventus. Well, there's the first one. This guy is the first new gen we've seen with a 193 potential ability. Hermenegildo Abramove. I think that's just a general regen. Ronaldinho's still at Gremio. Only Barcelona want him at the moment. So we haven't seen many transfers in that first season, but there will be transfers. So we will check in on that further down the line in this experiment, because I'm conscious of time already, because it's going to be a long video, guys. I'm not even sorry. There's so much to dive into. It's just, I can't get enough of it. Man United did win the league in that first season. Let's have a look at how convincingly. By 5 points. They won it on the final day of the season in real life, beating Tottenham at Old Trafford. Arsenal were challenging, and Tottenham went 1-0 up at Old Trafford against Man United. Les Ferdinand with the goal. I'm a United fan. I was 9 at the time, so I remember that season very well. I remember having it on VHS, the treble-winning season. Famously, the cup final was Manchester United versus Newcastle. We finished 4th here. 2-0 in the FA Cup final it was. Liverpool have won it here, beating United in the final. Vegard Hegem and Gianluca Vialli. 34 years old. He's gone for free from Chelsea at the start of the season. When did he move? 11th of the 1st. So he was out of contract. What? That Rigobert Song. It's only Rigobert Song. 2.4 million. United have got Emil Penza. A 3.3 million signing from Standard Liège. Wow, look at that dribbling and finishing. 3.3 million. 19 pace. Great stamina. 148 current ability. 175 potential. So the treble's not on for United. The treble's not on. But they did win the Champions League. They did beat Juventus in the final. So they almost repeated history, but they didn't quite get the FA Cup. Dwight York with the only goal of the game. But yeah, Juve are one of the better teams in the world on this. And speaking of Juve then, how did everyone get on in Italy? Well, it was Parma that won the league for the first time in their history. For the first time in their history, in the first year of this save game. And Juventus didn't even come in the top 3. 4th for Juve, 5 points away from Parma. And it was very close for the top 4. Milan, Roma and Lazio considerably further back. But it's Parma who on the final day beat Fiorentina, and Inter Milan beat Bari. So Fiorentina were on the same points as Inter. They were 1 point behind Parma. Inter would have beaten on goal difference. So I was just looking for a bit of drama. Parma taking the Italian league there. In terms of Spain, it was Real Madrid beating Atletico by 4 points. Barcelona, 15 points off the pace. And look at this. Assists for a 19-year-old Xavi. Wants a new contract, and he's 1.6 to 4.8 million pounds as an asking price. I mean, his physicals are absolutely awful. But he was one of the best players in the world. But his potential ability is only 169. I wonder if some of the potential abilities on this are dynamic. I wouldn't be surprised. There was Germany then. It was FC Bayern. Of course it was FC Bayern who won the league. Beating Bayer Leverkusen by 2 points. And it was Olympique Marseille that took the throne in France by 18 points. So Amoroso has been signed by Man United. He's just gone from Udinese. Roberto's gone to Arsenal. Gattuso has gone to Bolton from Salernitana. Big signing for Bolton Wanderers. Danny Cadamateri. God, do you remember Danny Cadamateri? Premier League years fans. Oh, Mattia Kesman has gone to Arsenal under-19s. He's good enough to get in their first team now, isn't he? Robbie Keane's gone from Wolves to Wimbledon. Jermaine Defoe. Charlton to Leeds. Young Jermaine. Anyway, this video is getting out of hand. I could literally do this all day. And we've not only got 25 years to simulate through, we've got like even more time to simulate through because of all the regens that are coming through. So we're going to jump forward 5 more years now, really start to see who's moved in the shortlists, checking on a few players, checking on some tournaments, and yeah, see what's happening. Dennis Bergkamp's at Monaco. Lionel Messi has come through at Barcelona and he's worth 6 to 18 million pounds. 200 potential ability. Ronaldo, R9, is still at Inter Milan and he is absolutely unbelievable. 200 out of 200. Christian Vieri, 190 out of 200, is now playing for Real Madrid. Del Piero, still at Juve. Batistuta still at Fiorentina. Totti still at Roma. Cristiano Ronaldo at Sporting CP. He's come through again, 8 to 24 million pounds. Looks like a fantastic player. Pablo Aimar went to Real Madrid. Joe Cole is at Bayern Munich. 194 out of 195. Joe Cole's got a high potential ability on this. He was a great player, but 195, not sure about that. But yeah, like I say, he's probably dynamic. He probably had a 170 to 200, because I'd say 170 minimum, Joe Cole. Yeah, Shevchenko's still at Juve. Thuram's still at Parma. Buffon's still at Parma. So Parma have kept hold of some of their superstars. Wayne Rooney at Everton has come through here. He's 18 years old. Real Madrid want Wayne Rooney. We're not seeing that many transfers, are we? Zidane's still at Juve. Gianluca Zambrotta is at Chelsea. Big name. Sergei Rebrov has gone to Manchester United at 105 million from Bayern Munich. But other than that, there's not a lot that's gone on. Oh, here we go. We're starting to get into it now. Raul is at Liverpool. Raul. How much did he go for? 72 million pounds from Real Madrid. Left for Liverpool. Ronaldinho's gone to Man United. I wish that had happened in real life. One of my favourite players ever. Ronaldinho. 2.3 million. Fergie, you've done it again. Thierry Henry has gone to Barcelona and he got there quite quick. And he's all right. 189 potential ability. 159. His polygons, meh. 18 pace, 17 acceleration. Is that a bit harsh? Rapid was Henry. Work rate of 2. Was he lazy? I don't think he was, but he's not seeming to get to his potential as Thierry Henry. 6.8 to 21 million pounds. You'd think, yeah, I'll have him. He's not going to get there because of his work rate. Well, I think we know what the next deep dive experiment is going to be, don't we, gang? I think it's time to do a work rate experiment. Because look at that, I'm shocked. Thierry Henry, one of the best players in the world for many years. He's average. He is straight up average. Juve got rid of him very quickly. I mean, he plays pretty well. He's in the 7s. Oh, here comes Luis Suarez. Patrick Kluivert's gone to Bayern Munich. Rio Ferdinand's gone to Marseille. 37 million pounds he went to Marseille for. Well, Marseille are probably still a king of France. Kings of France, should I say. Vincent Kompany here at Anderlecht. Probably worth a dabble. Ibrahimovic is coming through at Juve. 825k from Malmo. Kaka has gone to Roma. He's 22 years old and he's not kicked on. Because Roma have just left him languishing for 3 years. What are you doing? Well, seems we're in the Italian league. And since Parma won it when we were here last, Inter, Lazio, Parma, Juve. So Juve have come back through in the last couple of years. But it's taken them over to the 5th year of this experiment when I thought Juventus had one of the better teams on it. But Del Piero, Zidane, Andrei Shevchenko went there very early. There he is. Zinedine Zidane still at Juventus. He's not very happy. Arjen Robben has been signed by Juventus as well. 82 million pounds from Marseille. Robinho, Fernandinho, Babangida, Kim Kallstrom. Well, the Premier Division, United kept their dominance up on the first season, winning it 3 more times than Arsenal and Liverpool have won it in more recent times. Fabio Capello's in charge of United. Where's Alex Ferguson gone? He's left. Alex Ferguson is the manager of Inter Milan. He left United to go to Barcelona for 2 years. And he was sacked as the manager of Barcelona. Barcelona sacked Sir Alex Ferguson. It's been Barcelona and Real Madrid who've been winning it since the start of the experiment. Real Madrid taking it 4-2. Bayern Munich have won it every single year in Germany. And it's been Monaco and Marseille who've won it every year in France. Well, in terms of Champions Leagues then, Manchester United won it back-to-back, beating Juventus then beating Liverpool, then Parma beat Juventus, Bayern beat Juventus, and then Man United and Real Madrid have both beaten Bayern Munich. The Manchester United versus Bayern Munich in 26-27. I wonder, was it 2-1? No, it was 1-0. It was a Dwight York penalty. No 90th minute drama. In terms of the FA Cup, Liverpool won 3 in a row. Then it was Wimbledon and Newcastle, and now Liverpool again. Leeds up there, Blackburn up there. Nice to see some teams up there like Blackburn holding on and staying in the top half of the Premier Division. Really nice to see. Okay, this video's so long already. We're going to jump through 7 more years to get to 2035. 7 more years. Oh, and look at this. A 23-year-old Lionel Messi at 167 out of 200, playing for Juventus. Barcelona have ruined him. They've never given him a chance, and they've sold him for 19 million, where Juve are playing him. Del Piero still at Juve, Ronaldo still at Inter, Vieri still at Real Madrid, Totti at Roma. Cristiano Ronaldo is at Blackburn Rovers. Wanted by Leeds and Liverpool. 120 to 360 million pounds. Very good. 26 years old. I've got to tell you, he doesn't feel. He went to Monaco first, then he went to Blackburn for 44 million pounds. He doesn't feel like a 26-year-old prime Ronaldo, does he? Nor does Messi. 24 goals in 74 caps for Portugal. Pablo Ramos still at Real Madrid. Joe Cole still at Bayern. Michael Owen still at Liverpool. Wayne Rooney went to Arsenal. He's gone for £54 million from Everton, and he's absolutely savage. 191 he's got to. Ronaldo is at 195. He's not got his finishing up enough, has he? You've played him more as a winger. Why is he a defensive midfielder? I suppose he's got very good defensive midfield attributes. But he's not been trained as a forward. Ronaldinho's still at Man United. Beckham's still at United. Neymar's at Man United. 19-year-old Brazilian prodigy Neymar, who moved for 3.5 million from Santos. Ryan Giggs is playing for Barcelona, and he left United on a free 2 years ago. A 33-year-old Thierry Henry playing for Norwich. So he left Barcelona after quite a few years, went to Roma on loan then for 11 million to make it permanent. He left Roma on a free to go to Norwich. This is the story of the save game, isn't it? The sadness of Thierry Henry. Messi not reaching his potential, but he's gone to Juve. It's sad. Cristiano Ronaldo at Blackburn's weird. But Thierry Henry, no offence Norwich, but he's gone to Norwich. Diego Tristan is at Manchester City. And speaking of Manchester City then, let's have a look at the Premier Division. We've got Liverpool and Arsenal winning it since we were last here. Serie A has been won by Juventus again, carried on with a couple more, but then it was Parma and Inter who've come back. Parma doing fantastically well. La Liga has all been about Real Madrid. All about Real Madrid. Bundesliga, all about Bayern Munich, except Kaiserslautern snuck in with one. PSG starting to come through now. And in terms of Champions Leagues then, since we were last here, when were we last here? Was Real Madrid beating Bayern? I think so. So then Bayern finally, after 3 years in the final, beat Liverpool. Then Liverpool beat United. Juve beat Liverpool. United beat Juve. Arsenal beat Parma. United beat Liverpool. And Bayern beat Liverpool. So Liverpool have been runner-up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in this experiment. Whereas Juventus have been runner-up 1, 2, 3, 4. Perennial runners-up Liverpool and Juventus, who have both got a singular victory to their name, 9 runner-ups between them. Right, well, we've rattled through that one a little bit quicker. I'm going to jump forward through now 10 more years to 2045, and that might be the last stop. We'll do the Ballon d'Ors and the internationals at the very end. Right, Lionel Messi is at 33, he's at 169, so he's never made it. He's never made it. He's been good for Juve. If he's got to 200, he's not dropped to 169 already. Kylian Mbappe, 22 years old, at Chelsea. Moved from Monaco to Stoke for £55 million and then £109 million to Chelsea 2 years later. Just now, actually. Literally just now. Fernandinho, 36-year-old captain for Stoke City. Harry Kane at Liverpool. Gareth Bale at Arsenal. Kevin De Bruyne at Liverpool. Neymar is at Parma. Unhappy about failing to qualify for the Champions League. 132 million. United sold him for £87 million to Real Madrid. And Parma bought him for 132. Eden Hazard here at Milan. Robert Lewandowski at Bayern Munich. He did make it there then. Courtois made it to Chelsea. Harry Kane left Tottenham for Man City and then moved to Liverpool. Bernardo Silva's at Leeds. Mario Balotelli is also at Leeds United. Kai Havertz, Bayern Munich. Virgil van Dijk is at Man United. Manuel Neuer at Inter. Marco Reus at Liverpool. Vinny Comp at Leeds. Leroy Sané at Arsenal. Wayne Rooney still there at Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus at Chelsea. Karim Benzema at Barcelona. Let's have a look at this guy. Valencia, Leverkusen, Chelsea, and then to Barcelona where he's been for the majority of his career. Raheem Sterling at Inter. Sergio Aguero at Lazio. Donnarumma at Newcastle, 22 years old. Just moved for £62 million as well. Jack Grealish at Newcastle. Erling Haaland is at Real Madrid at 20 years old. He's gone from Breen to Liverpool on a free and then moved for £29.5 million. Cristiano Ronaldo, 36 years old, is a Blackburn legend. Cristiano Ronaldo has been at Blackburn for 14 years. 132 league goals in his career. 61 goals in 180 caps. He's only played as a cam or a winger. Or as a defensive midfielder. David De Gea at Liverpool. Yuri Tielemans at Man City. Casemiro at Atalanta. I could just keep going down for ages on this. I'm having an absolute lovely time. I'm sorry if you're not. If you're not, you'll have clicked off by now. Mason Mount at Stoke. David Silva at Man United. 39.5 million. Now SMS is at Leeds. Premier Division then. So we've got United who've won it. Leeds have won it in the last few years. Went through 10 years, didn't we? So we've basically been since the mid-30s. Arsenal, United, Leeds, and Liverpool have got one. Leeds have won 3 Premier Division titles, coming run up a couple of times. West Ham coming run up there. In terms of Champions Leagues then, United have won plenty. Inter have won one. Chelsea have won the last 2. That's probably because they've got Kylian Mbappe. Serie A has been won by Parma, have absolutely dominated. Parma have been the kings of Serie A, the kings of Italy. Real Madrid, of course, the kings of Spain. Bayern Munich, kings of Germany. And PSG, Monaco and Marseille have shared the spoils in France. It's time for World Footballers of the Year. And we've got Dennis Bergkamp, Kiko, Del Piero, Michael Owen, Del Piero, Zeriberto, Christian Vieri, Zeriberto again, a couple of times. Michael Owen again, Shevchenko, Owen, Ronaldinho, 3 for Rooney, 2 for Kaka, who went to Parma. He left Freiburg. He moved to Roma, who were ruining him. They sold him to Freiburg for 18.75. Freiburg played him. He went to Parma, and he had a glittering career, winning a Ballon d'Or, getting a 7.99 here in the 2036-37 season. Wayne Rooney still going at 35 years old, 147 caps, 123 goals. An Arsenal legend. Feels weird. The Golden Ball, well, Michael Owen won it a few times, Wayne Rooney won it a few times, Javier Saviola, Rivaldo won it back here. 207 appearances for England, 189 goals. I mean, he's got to have won a World Cup, right? I wonder if Ralph Hasenhüttl's been in this save game. Well, if he has, not been the England manager. Harry Redknapp was. They've not won a World Cup. They did win a Euros in 2032. Portugal, France, England, France, Germany and Germany, but there's no World Cups. No World Cups. Wow, Brazil won it. Against England in the final. Then Argentina beat Brazil. Then Argentina beat England. And then France have won the last 3. Deary me. Right, I'm going to call time on this experiment, guys, because it's just going to be much more of the same, where you're just looking through players and seeing where people have gone. And then, yeah, whilst it's interesting, I appreciate that this video will have rumbled on long enough. But as I said earlier, if you want this database, it's free. It's free to any Football Manager player. All you got to do is go to the Steam Workshop and search for it. I'll link where to get it from, and all the details for like the mad scientist. I'll search for Warrantini stuff as well. Link to their Twitters and all that in the description, because like I say, go and show them some love, because the enormous amount of work that must have gone into this database is incomprehensible to me. I make silly little experiments where I do a little bit of database tweaking and it takes me bloody ages. These guys have basically built a game of data, a whole era of players, not just a league, and the world, like so many leagues. And then they put all the regens in to come through as real players. I can't speak highly enough of those guys. And it's all for free. So go and show them some love, guys. If you've enjoyed this, go and check out some of my other videos and maybe like and subscribe from there. I'm not going to beg you to do it on this one because they deserve all the love for this. Do come back soon, though. Take care. Hope to see you soon.